Okay, guys, we continue with the last type of written laws, which is subsidiary legislation. Right. Okay, subsidiary legislation translated as undang-undang subsidiary lah. Sub. Okay, undang-undang subsidiary. Okay, also known as a delegated legislation or subordinate legislation. So in other words, in the subsidiary legislation is the lowest. It's the lowest type of written law, right? It's lowest type of written law, which is also called as a subordinate. When you call it subordinate, it's a very low. Right. So other characteristic of subsidiary is it is a law made by an authority other than the legislature under the power given to it through parent act. For example, like minister. I think I have this example. Okay, Interpretation Act. Okay. Okay, for example, like Employment Act. So Employment Act is a parent act. Okay, Employment Act is a parent act. This act is made by the Parliament. So it under legislation made by the Parliament. Okay, but under the Parent Act, which is under the Parent Act, for example, like Section 60J, it states that the minister may make a regulation, okay, under this act, provide for the entitlement of employees to and for the payment by employees. So the Parent Act delegate the powers to the minister to enact laws. Okay, so this law is called subsidiary legislation made by the minister under the power given by the Parent Act, which is the Employment Act. So this regulation we call as subsidiary is named as regulation, is called as regulation under the Employment Act, termination and layoff benefit. Okay, so understood. I think you very simple, right? So subsidiary legislation is subject to the normally the Parent Act. So when the Parent Act give the power for certain authority like minister to make the law, which is stated under that provision in the Parent Act. For example, in this case is Section 60J. So that minister can form or enact a regulation which is called the Employment Act, Termination and Layoff Benefit regarding this matter. Termination benefit, layoff benefit, retirement benefit. So in other words, in the Parent Act, they cannot tell in detail what will be the law regarding these three. But the minister make finely grain the detail of the law under the regulation 1980. So Parent Act 1985. Okay. So one of the condition of the subsidiary legislation must be consistent with the Employment Act, and again it cannot be ultra bias. Cannot be ultra bias mean the subsidiary legislation cannot act above the Employment Act. Okay, Parent Act. Sorry, the Parent Act. The subsidiary legislation cannot be inconsistent or above the power given by the Parent Act. Okay, I think you can read yourself. There are other examples like Legal Profession Act, right? So there is a subsidiary legislation. Okay, practice and etiquette. The Legal Profession Act is this one, Parent Act. And the subsidiary is this one, practice and etiquette. This is as far as the lawyers are concerned, for lawyers. So for advantages of subsidiary legislation, right? Okay, sorry, this one. Okay, ignore this. Okay, I will delete this slide, and this one. Okay, this one is valid. Right. Advantages of subsidiary legislation is that one, speedy of enactment and amendment. As you know that the Parent Act has to go certain very strict procedures in the Parliament. But for subsidiary they don't have to. They just call it mention that regulation, but not debated, not to go to royal assent, something like that. Okay. By the way, apart from regulation, for example, like minister, other bodies of authority can also make the law. For example, local authority. Okay, local authority they can also make law, also called as regulation, under the Local Authority Act. Okay, but bear in mind that their laws or their regulation cannot be above the Parent Act. Again, that is very simple rule. So extending the Parent Act. Okay, number two, more focus on particular area or expertise of technical requirement. If the regulation sometimes is more, it need to be elaborated in a technical ways. For example, in chemists, safety chemists. There is a term, jargon term, which needs a regulation, which needs subsidiary legislation to elaborate more. So Parent Act does state the general general law about that particular subject matter, but the regulation will explain detail. Okay, will explain in detail. All right. Number four, extending the Parent Act. Of course, we will explain the more the subsidiary will explain more certain rules, right? And therefore, in emergency, such a swift action can be done. Of course, not, right? When the speedy, when the enactment and amendment can be made in swift manner, then during the emergency, also it is very efficient in a way. It doesn't have to go to the Parliament. So the Parliament, when the Parent Act may take longer, maybe 1 year or maybe 2 years or more to enact the law. But for regulation, it's very simple and very swift. It's very quick, right? Okay, how to control subsidiary legislation? Well, it can be made by consultation, publication, parliamentary control, and judicial review. Okay, so this kind of mechanism, this kind of mechanism, whereby the subsidiary legislation can be controlled. Control means in a way that those regulations made in the subsidiary legislation are made in a proper manner, and also more importantly, it doesn't violate, or it must not be ultra biased against the higher legislation. Okay. Sometimes it can be made by through consultation by a group of people. Okay. Sometimes it needs to be published. Okay. Sometimes it can be made through the parliamentary control and also by judicial review. Okay, judicial review means a party may challenge the regulation. They can go to the court challenging that particular legislation. For example, it's ultra bias. When there is ultra bias, okay, like this. So any party can actually bring the case to the court saying that the SL or subsidiary legislation is ultra bias. Ultra bias. So when talking about ultra bias, then that particular SL can be declared void. Cannot be valid. Okay, these are the checklist for revisions. What is the meant by written laws? Explain the Malaysian Federal Constitution. Can a state makes the law? Explain how a bill becomes the law, and what is subsidiary legislation. So okay, so for this to prove your attendance, I will upload a set of questions, and you have to answer and submit that answer to me. So I'm using a Google form for this. So that is very important to prove your attendance. Okay, right. Thank you very much. That's all. Bye.